Hello everyone, this is Grant. Hi, I know it's been a while since my last video, but sometimes I don't always feel like playing this game. It does frustrate me. And so today, I have a game for you. I updated it. This was my 7th game back. So I feel like I did pretty good for my 7th game back, especially. So I just felt like I should show it and put up a video. So it's a all tier 8 game, pretty interesting. Most of the time you don't see all tier 8. It's usually tier 8s, tier 9s, and tier 10s. It doesn't seem like there's enough matchups like this, but it's really good and it's going to help me out a lot more. So today I'm playing the IS-3A. This tank is kind of not balanced, kind of super not balanced. So you can see right next to me is the IS-3, which is what this vehicle is based off of. You can even see our hulls look exactly the same from the front. The difference is in the turret and the guns. So with the IS-3A, you get an auto reloading gun. Now, the last time I put up a video, it was with autoloaders. Autoloaders have a set clip size, so like, I believe I was playing the Chi-Ri, which has 3 shots in its autoloader. So if you shoot one, you have to reload the entire clip. And how it works is you reload the entire clip, and then you have an intra-clip reload in between each shell before you can fire it off. Auto reloaders are different. Instead, your clip reloads one shell at a time. So that way you have the choice whether you want to fire off the entirety of the clip or only part of it. The balancing part of this is supposed to be that not only will it take slightly longer to load the whole clip by the end than like a standard autoloader, but auto reloaders also usually take longest the first shot you load, and then the second shot takes less time, third shot takes even less, the fourth shot takes less. So usually you're using it to only shoot your first 2 shots, and then you're going to reload, and then you're coming back and you're doing it again and again. And only if you can finish off a vehicle with all shots in your clip, you actually waste all of them. That's different for the IS-3A. With this vehicle, you actually reload faster on the first and the second shot than you do on the third one, which is kind of dumb and kind of completely against the mechanic they introduced into the game. However, that does make this vehicle feel really nice at times, because what I was saying about the guns before I interrupted myself was that both the IS-3 and the IS-3A get 122s. And I believe both of them have 221 penetration. Maybe the IS-3 is around 225. It might just be a little higher. But both of them have the same pen. Both of them have the same 390 alpha damage, 390 average damage. However, the difference is the IS-3, the normal tier 8 heavy tank, the non-premium one that I was next to at the start of the game, that vehicle takes around 12, I think you can get it down to like 11 seconds fastest to reload that gun. This tank reloads its first shell in 10 seconds. So it has higher DPM, but then you also have access to that clip potential. So sometimes you'll want to just keep firing off that one shell as soon as you reload it. Other times, you can reload all of them, and then whenever you find a low health tank, you just get to dump on them. So 2 things right here. Two misplays. First of all, as you can see by this little shell icon down here, I'm really close to reloading my second shot. I don't know why I snapped it off, because that cancels the reload. And the second thing was, I was tunnel visioning. so I didn't even notice that UDES 14-5 directly in front of me. No harm was done, you know. I didn't get rewarded with any damage, but at least I didn't take any damage, which is always important. If you can avoid losing health, you should, unless it's to trade with an enemy. If you're against an enemy vehicle and you know you can put out more damage than them, it's usually worth taking the trade, which is something I'm looking at right here. I almost have my third shell reloaded. I see him get hit. 3 shells, 3 shots, doing 390. I can afford to reload, or I can afford to low roll and miss one of them and still be able to kill that other normal IS-3. As it turns out, both hit. I did enough damage to kill it, and then I was even able to put one into that UDES 14-5. That is the power. And as you can see, I'm already reloaded. Now, with a standard autoloader, there's no way I'd be reloaded right now. I'd probably be like 20 seconds in and I'd have another 25 before I could shoot. But because this is an auto reloader, I was able to put out another shot right there. Here I noticed the Panther 2 is coming around. I want to try and... What our team needs to do right now, because a lot of them went over to this like slugfest corner over there, both from their team and from my team. Since we have the stronger hill pressure, thanks to this ISU 152 next to me, and of course thanks to my tank, we need to try and get over this, so that way we can go around, fight this UDES, fight the Lynx, take out the Kanonen Jagdpanzer, and then try and get a pincer maneuver onto the enemy team. So right now it's really important that I can take out this Panther 2, because the sooner I'm able to do that, the sooner we can look to push over the hill and go into the enemy base. So that's why I went over to take the shot. The Kanonen Jagdpanzer is going to try and do something. He's going to shoot at me here in just a second. And I'm going over. There he is. He tracks me, so no damage. I had to burn the repair kit, but that's fine. Like I said, it's worth trading in this situation. Taking out an enemy vehicle for only 390 health? That's pretty good, and it allows us to play more aggressive on this side. Now, I'm not sure what the Lynx was thinking right here. It's really questionable. So, even if he thought only I was here, right? He'd come around. I'm already loaded with 1 shell. It's only going to take me 2. There's no way he can kill me. And there's definitely no way that he'd be able to kill that ISU 152. Now, it just so happens the ISU 152 had a premonition and saw this coming, which is very bad news for this poor Lynx. And gone. I don't know what the guy was thinking, to be honest. I don't know. Maybe he just had enough. Maybe he wasn't thinking. Maybe he thought that we were going to focus instead on trying to sit on top of that hill. I don't know. Like I said, it's really questionable. But anyway, now that not only he's dead, but that Panther 2 is dead, I should be able to push around this corner really safe. I'll have cover from the Progetto, which is up on this little outcropping, and I'll be able to be mostly safe from the Kanonen Jagdpanzer unless it wants to come out in the open, which would give a clean shot for the ISU 152. I see the UDES 14-5 trying to run. It's not this guy's day. There he goes. Already we're having a great game. 3 kills, 3.1 thousand damage, 1.2 thousand block. This is a good game. I decided to wait a second because having 2 shells is probably worth it. I didn't have to wait. I realize that now. It takes just long enough where I would have been fine to just keep driving. So here, because I know that the Progetto is somewhere up in there, I don't think I can make it all the way up the slope to get behind this this rock hill. And so my idea is to head up to these rocks, and then that way I can wait for a minute, hopefully get unspotted. Maybe my team can push up a little more since they'll be distracted, maybe trying to shoot me. And then once there, I can drive straight, keeping the rock behind me to get back there. And that way I'm not in the open for as long, and I should be able to get into cover better. That being said, I wasn't thinking, I probably should have went for those rocks. They'd give me about the same cover, if not better. I take 2 shots here. We have the health to spare. Getting into a better position is still worth it. And so now I'm here. So I'm going to wait a little so I am unspotted and I can safely poke out. I noticed this guy in the middle. He probably didn't think I'd have this shot. I didn't think I had that shot, and I'm really impressed I hit it. But taking a gun out, always a good thing in this stage of the game. So now I'm just waiting again, making sure I'm unspotted, and now I'm going to do my initial plan, which is to drive, keeping the rock behind me, so that way I can get around this corner, and then hopefully look to be behind the Kanonenjagdpanzer and begin my pincer maneuver. What I didn't expect was for the Emil to be there. Why is he there? You know, I would have thought that my team would be applying enough pressure to where he wouldn't feel like he could, you know, turn his back and drive away. But maybe I should have communicated with my team better here. Given where I'm at, they need to start applying some kind of pressure. We outnumber them, not by much, I'll admit that. But we need to start making some kind of pressure there, especially, you know, the ISU 152, and these Scorpions are full health. They can afford to move up some. This VK, he's only at half health, but he can still move up. And the IS-3, the normal IS-3, he's at full health. So I don't know why they aren't trying to get more aggressive, seeing how aggressive I'm being on the other side. You know, the enemy, as soon as I get spotted, will turn their attention to me. But I digress. Anyway, thinking that the Emil might be coming to get my booty, I figure it's probably not a good idea to push up too far. Instead, I can take the top of this hill. There's some bushes I can scout through, maybe get a shot or two out on the enemy, especially since now they push up some. So I found the Emil, and that was a really low roll. I'm just not realizing. Even average, I wouldn't have killed him in one shot. So here, I still have another shot loaded. I'm ready for him. And I'm thinking, alright, the best course of action right now would be to charge down, because he wouldn't expect that, right? And I can't go around and then try and drop down this ledge to surprise him, because I saw the Kanonenjagdpanzer right here. So as soon as I get spotted, he'd be able to just shoot straight across at me. So I think going down the hill makes the most sense. So I turn, I begin to move forward, and where did he come from? I panic, I didn't aim, I snapped the shot off. I can't back up too far because I'll get shot by the Kanonenjagdpanzer. And unfortunately, even with that super quick first shell reload time, I'm not going to have enough. And that is where my game ended. It was still a great game, as you'll see from the end plates. I did almost 3,600 damage. I didn't block anymore before the game ended, but I did a lot. I got 4 kills from my team. Thanks to my aggressive push, the team did eventually realize that they can, you know, touch their keyboard to move forward, and they move up and they win. So, thanks for watching, and I'll show you the end plate now. Grant out. Have a good day.